Play Smash too. Yep. I don't know how good he is at Smash. I actually watched him play Smash. He's insane at Smash, but he's not like top tier at Smash. So Remmy versus Wilson. We're getting right into the next game. This is losers semifinals. The winner of this goes to losers finals
and gets guaranteed top 3. Yes, and that also is a spot into the Gravy Cancel Invitational for sure. Line trade immediately goes out. Remmy hits him with that down air and finds that sidelights in air. Excellent bowstrings coming out from Remmy, being able to show that he's proficient with this weapon. Ooh, guitars come out and sets Remmy up for a nair, oddly enough. And Wilson's already in the red. Charge side sig. That would have been awful if Wilson walked into that. And an end sig comes out from Remmy. Wilson is kind of struggling against Remy's aggression, but finally finds some stability, gets a D-Light side air, and another side air sends him into the orange.
Yeah, Remmy really dominated the first few minutes of that game, but he seems to be struggling to find the kill, and Wilson is just playing his standard, I'll let you mess up and get some free hits on you play, which is working out great as he's about to actually...
Wow, that weapon toss led into a nair as it landed, send Wilson flying upwards, and the nair just ends up ending his stock, and Wilson needs to find a way to end Remy's stock very quickly, because Remmy seems to be able to get a lot of damage onto Wilson very quickly.
Yeah, these games are... or this game looking like it's going to be a rather short one. Remmy is just going with all-out aggression versus Wilson, and Wilson seems to be choking under the pressure.
Ground pound comes in from Remmy, another dare, and this is the stock. No, actually makes it back. Remmy flubs that ground pound edge guard, but still, all of that damage and Remmy not losing his stock results in Wilson being near kill percent once again. Recovery comes out, Remmy jumps above it, goes for that GC Haymaker and leads into a neutral light, holds onto the bow, wouldn't be surprised to see, oh gosh, spears just flying into Remy's face left and right, and Remmy goes in with a neutral light and gets punished by a ground
he finally died. Remmy was at deep red that entire stock, and look what he did to Wilson's health while at red. That's insane. Remmy played really good for the last bit of that stock. He's already looking to kill Wilson. That might be it. That's it.
D-Light Cider
takes a full stock lead.
He'll definitely do it, and Remmy's swordplay and bowplay proving to be proficient against Wilson's Queen Nine. Wilson tries to go in with a neutral light, and that's kind of an interesting situation because we know that Wilson doesn't really focus on his offstage play, right? He focuses on his main stage play, but Remmy seems to be able to take it to him and win in that regard. And a downlight coming up from Wilson doesn't lead into anything, and Remmy's slowly taking some damage on the Wilson on the second stock, but that side stick probably would have almost put him to your kill percent, honestly, if that ended up connecting.
That might have killed him.
And the down stick comes out.
Side stick can kill really early.
Especially from Queen Nai on Mammoth Fortress, low defense legends like Koji, and Koji hit by that recovery. Another recovery hits, that probably will be his stock. Queen Nai gets the side stick.
Yeah. So Wilson just waits for Remmy to fall down, and Remmy, instead of trying to find a smart way to come down earlier, he uses literally every single one of his options. And Wilson's just like, oh, you can't do anything, so I'll just walk over here and side sig when you don't have a dodge. And it was sort of free.
D-Light Cider comes in, Pogo stick, but Wilson gets hit by that D-Light down air, and Wilson, Remmy tries to go in for that side stick, it leads into a neutral light, and Wilson is taking so much damage. D-Light Cider, Remmy chases him off stage, Wilson goes for a recovery, D-Light Cider from Wilson as well, but Wilson's got a lot of ground to cover, and an air disarms him.
Remmy just spamming that nair, and he finds the gravity cancel downlight. The bomb doesn't connect, but Wilson is in kill percent. The down sig doesn't connect.
Wilson picks up the mine. Will be able to toss it.
There's a lot that would.
That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. Wilson really needed that damage, and now he's at side sig kill percent. Oh no! Goes for a neutral sig, and Remmy gets him with that D-Light side air, and that's the first game going over to Tears Remmy.
So game one is all Remmy's. Wilson managed to make it a lot closer than I expected it to, because Remmy really seemed to be dominating for the majority of that game. But the high force and low defense of Koji makes it so that Remmy has to play that. He has to have that overpowering feel to the game if he wants to win. Alright. So we're into the game.
Remmy opens up
Wilson
the bomb.
finds the first weapon.
Yeah, sidelight comes in, D-Light, side air, all that standard spear play coming in from Wilson again, and he gets it once more, but this time it finishes with a recovery instead of a side air and puts Remmy into the orange. Completely different story than last game, as Wilson is getting insane strings. He's in the red, he's nearly in kill percent. Remmy finally gets a weapon toss and unarmed of his own, but yeah, that was like combo after combo, ends them.
It was literally just 3 combos, and it brought Remmy all the way to deep red, just off of those 3. Holy moly.
And light comes out. Wilson goes for the recovery. playing a little bit slowly now after those combos came out. Remmy being in kill percent makes Wilson play a little bit differently. Goes for the down sig, and Remy's kind of bringing it back. Anti-air comes out, looks for that D-Light. Wilson not finding the punish, and the down air comes from Remmy. Remmy goes for the ground pound, and Wilson's being brought closer and closer to the red. Goes for these end sig. Wilson's just spamming sig after sig, and Remy's getting the damage in.
He's gonna get hit by a recovery or something. Oh, wow. Okay, so he uses the weapon throw because he knows that Wilson's gonna go for that side save again. That's a good way to avoid letting him die. He tries to go for the unarmed into side light into the mine, but doesn't work. Remmy brings it back. Both players very close to kill percent. Oh.
Wilson would have killed with that side sig if he didn't reverse it. And recovery coming out from Wilson does work out. Remmy goes for a very unsafe ground pound, and that ground pound will do it. Wilson finally ends the stock, but like he brought him to red at white, and then Wilson just struggled for a minute and a half to end that stock.
Yeah.
Mine's being tossed high. Remmy has the danger of being tossed into that. Guitars go up and actually lands on the mine to be sent upwards. They're still there.
That's fair. We'll kill.
Interesting
right.
weapon toss from Wilson, being able to take advantage of the platform, and results in his death regardless. Wilson gets 2 end lights in a row. Another D-Light and air, and Wilson's kind of doing the same thing as before, just getting a lot of damage on the Remmy without taking any himself.
Yeah, Remmy is just struggling so hard in this neutral game for some reason.
Goes to the recovery. Remmy lands with the down light, or a side light rather.
Ooh, the side sig comes out from Wilson.
That
almost kills
disarms Remmy as well. The bomb is in place. He knew Remmy's dodge was gone, and that's a worthy trade for Wilson. Wilson now ends Remmy's stock without having to worry about being in the red.
Yeah, Wilson actually just took a massive lead. And after that combo right there, it looks like Remmy's going to have to pull off some insane somethings because he's falling crazy far
one down sig connects, the other one gets interrupted. The mine pulls out, but that's not that big of a deal against Queen Nine. But that side light,
if he can kill here,
works out.
If he kills here, this could be the win. He does it.
Well,
oh my goodness! All he has to do is just keep daring. Yeah, he wins. Okay. Well, he doesn't.
He gets the stock. Yeah, I was gonna say stock lost for Wilson, but that's exactly the kind of crazy thing that he needed to bring out against Wilson. Those downers and ground pounds interrupting Wilson's recovery. And now Wilson is at a solid disadvantage. Remy is running with this. Goes in for a downer, but gets hit by the neutral light, and Wilson is doing a lot of damage.
I guess this is what happens when you just get Wilson off stage because he's just so uncomfortable there, and you can just destroy him.
D-Light down there comes out. Remy doesn't go for any more follow-up. Ooh, ground pound comes out, and Remy catches it with a neutral light. Such confidence being able to stand there, and recoveries after recoveries coming out from Wilson. But D-Light side air, Wilson sends the orange. Another recovery. Wilson's not getting any success from being above the stage, but that ground pound connects, and Remy, not disarmed, but sent off the stage. Doesn't matter. He knows he can come back. Weapon toss comes out, and Wilson goes for the recovery. I feel like an end sig would have been better there, and Remy is at kill percent.
Oh man, this is so tense because Remmy still has to do some more damage before he can kill Wilson. Like Wilson's not in kill percent yet. He still needs like 1 or 2 more light attacks. That's enough damage to put him.
Oh no, that's D-Light side.
A dare right here will kill. A dare will kill. He doesn't find either.
Platform.
Wilson manages to get back on stage.
The platform manages to benefit Wilson, but Wilson needs to find something here if he wants to be able to take the stock. Otherwise, Remy's going to take it 2-0 and move over.
Oh my goodness, the side sig takes it.
Wow.